Hello loyal fans and subscribers, ninamorifanboi here for my PBF Season 5 Week 6 preparation and stuff. Not really preparation, but you know, the battle and the explanation before the battle. This week I go up against Jonathan, otherwise known as A1 Gallade. I already had the battle, so I can't show the... It was a while ago, you know, so I can't show the page because it's been... updated already, and if I were to do that, it would reveal the outcome before I before I'd show the battle. So I ended up just writing down his team, and it contains Mew, which is his Zmon, Mega Altaria, Tentacruel, Meloetta, although at the time he fought me, this was actually an Alolan Muck, Gourgeist, Talonflame, Klefki, Piloswine, and Terrakion. Overall, a very, bulky team, but he definitely has some offensive presence here with, Mew as a Zmon. Not to mention setup in Mega Altaria, Talonflame, Terrakion, just the beast. If any of you guys remember that, shout out to you. But yeah, just a very, very difficult team to prep for. Especially considering the source, A1 Gallade, the true GOAT, as some say, myself included. But I digress. The team that I used against him, I don't think I actually have on Showdown on this computer, so I'll just have to go over the team right here. It was a Mega Blastoise with modest max special attack and HP. I needed as much bulk, as possible to take hits from, basically everything, unless, basically everything. With the moves Rapid Spin, because I was paranoid of Spikes, Klefki, Toxic Spikes, Tentacruel, Stealth Rock, Mew, or Terrakion. He had a lot of hazard potential, and I definitely didn't want to be worn down with hazard. So Rapid Spin Blastoise for, I believe, the first time this season. Scald, Ice Beam for this, and this, as well as Dark Pulse for this, and Mew. Machamp with a Roselli Berry, which is a berry that halves super effective fairy attacks, with Adamant Max Attack, I think a little speed for Klefki. Yeah, to outspeed no speed invested Klefki. With Close Combat, Heavy Slam, Bullet Punch, and Knockoff. With Guts, of course, that way this, if it burns me, it'll just be powering up my knockoffs. Same with this if it paralyzes me. And like I said, I invested enough speed for this in case he's running Play Rough. That way I can hit it first with either Close Combat or Heavy Slam even. An Agility Metagross with Occa Berry, I believe. Yeah, because I wanted to potentially set up on Mega Altaria, not knowing if he would be Dragon Dance with Earthquake or maybe special with Fire Blast. So I gave this an Occa Berry because Metagross has much better physical defense. I figured I can take an Earthquake better than I can take a Fire Blast. So that was my reasoning for the Occa Berry over Shuka. But Agility, Meteor Mash, Thunder Punch, and I believe Zen Headbutt? No, Earthquake to hit Klefki, maybe? I don't remember. I think that was the 4 moves anyway. Nidoqueen, Max Speed and Special Attack, Timid Life Orb, Earth Power, Sludge Wave, Flamethrower. Earth Power and Sludge Wave are self-explanatory. Flamethrower for this if it Magnet Rises, and this in case he brings it, which as you'll see he did. And then finally Stealth Rock. Latios, we'll come back to Latios. Granbull, Leftovers, Intimidate, Max HP, a little bit of attack, Play Rough, Thunder Punch, Earthquake, and Heal Bell, I believe. Basically to take on Terrakion. And finally, the Latios, it's Jolly with Draco Meteor. may sound a little counterproductive, but Draco Meteor is just there to throw A1 off. Like, go for Draco on a weakened anything, make him think I'm hindered by the -2 special attack, but then reveal that I'm actually Dragon Dance, Earthquake, and Zen Headbutt with Groundium Z. That way I can hit Alolan Muck with Tectonic Rage, but as you'll see, he doesn't have Alolan Muck. So during the team preview, I figured I might be able to hit either Klefki or, I don't know, Tentacruel, maybe this, with a Tectonic Rage instead. So yeah, that's what I prepped, before the battle. Then, like I said, looking at team matchup, I saw no Alolan Muck, and felt, pretty comfortable. Was, like I said, worried about potential hazard spam, as well as, not knowing what this could be, or Mew, even. And I was a little worried I under-prepped for this, but we'll see how that goes as I begin the battle, leading with Nidoqueen as he leads this. I led Nidoqueen because, looking at his team, Blastoise was a good lead against, everything else. So I figured he would want to lead this, expecting my Mega Blastoise. And I do have the Flamethrower, which I believe I go right for, as he scouts and sees my Life Orb, and goes out to Mew, takes 31 from the Flamethrower, and I see no leftovers or anything, so I assume it's a Z move. But it could be like Scarf or something, but I'm going to assume it's a Z move of some kind, and I'm actually expecting an Electrium Z to hit my Mega Blastoise, so I don't go out into it, even though Blastoise has Dark Pulse specifically for this. It's basically the only thing that can really threaten this, because Machamp can't knock off its Z Crystal, so I don't really have anything super effective to hit it. I forget what I even go out to here. Okay, my Latios, as he just soft-boiled. Okay, so now we're in a weird situation. I don't know if he has Will-O-Wisp, and I obviously want to avoid getting burnt, but I don't want to go into my Blastoise because I'm paranoid that this thing has Electrium Z. And even if I do get burnt, I do have Heal Bell and Granbull, so I'm not too worried about that. So I'm just going to go for Draco, make him think, try to play some mind games, make him think, I'm a normal Latios. But I missed the Draco as he, I believe, just goes for Soft Boiled. Essentially nothing happened there. Like, he wasted a Soft Boiled. That's basically all that happened here. As I go for another Draco, miss again as he goes for Thunderbolt there this time, revealing that he does indeed have it. I almost actually went out to Blastoise there. I'm glad I didn't, because, that would have just ruined everything. But fortunately, I stuck to my plan. Unfortunately, I missed again, but I believe I hit this time, and it only does... That still did a bit for, Jolly, so, can't complain there. Here he Calm Minds, and here I know he's gonna recover, so I'm just gonna go for my Dragon Dance. As, like I said, he does just soft-boiled there. Here I go for Earthquake, doing 34, as he reveals the Ice Beam also. So his set is Thunderbolt, soft-boiled, Ice Beam, and Calm Mind. So I don't... I know his set, but it's still pretty threatening to my team overall. However, I do think I just... okay, this... Apparently here I go right for my my Tectonic Rage, because I was calcing during this, and I saw the Mew was no leftovers. Figured it was offensive, so I was just calcing. I saw that Earthquake did 34, so I just went off of this, that it had no HP investment. So as you can see, if that's the case, then a +1 Tectonic Rage does... Wait a minute. 59. Okay, I don't know what I was calcing, but when I was calcing the other time, during the battle, it said this was a guaranteed Oko. Even that, I don't know what I was calcing during the battle, but it was never able to knock him out. But I thought it was, which is why I went for my Z move right there and like wasted it essentially, because like he's just gonna eventually be able to recover all that off. Yeah, I have no idea what I could have possibly been calcing, but I swear while I was calculating it said it did 66 min. So I don't know what happened there, but as we can see at +1, it did 59 max to 70 while he was at like 66. Okay, so it was still able to knock him out if he was no HP investment, but after the battle I discovered he was 248 HP invested. So according to this, I still had no chance to knock him. Like, I have no idea what's going on, because when I calc this again afterwards, I still had a chance to knock him. I have no idea what's happening with these calcs, but the point is, I wasted my Tectonic Rage trying to KO this Mew, and it didn't work. So here I'm gonna Dragon Dance, as he'll most likely soft boiled again, go for an Earthquake. I get a crit this time, which mattered because now he's, you know, weaker than he would be, obviously. So nothing I can do about that, though, as I just go out to Ninamorifan and I believe go for knockoff, as it will knock out Mew at that range, and he actually goes out to the Altaria, which is great for me because unbeknownst to him, this is actually, you know, made specifically to deal with this. So here he actually Mega Evolves and tries to make a prediction, expecting my Nidoqueen to come in and going for Ice Beam. But like I said, I'm specifically made to deal with this. I have Heavy Slam and Roselli Berry, so even had he attacked me, this Heavy Slam would have put him in range of Bullet Punch. As you'll see, I get another crit and OHKO him. I determined from the knockoff damage, Heavy Slam wouldn't have been able to knock him to OHKO, but like I said, it would have put him in range of Bullet Punch. So he would have been like here, in range of Bullet Punch. And he had the potential to switch around had he chose to, but this crit eliminated that possibility from him, so unfortunate in that regard. But again, I can't do anything about that, so the Mega Altaria goes down, which is great. Here he goes out to Terrakion. I can't survive a close combat, assuming, so I just go out to my counter, which is my Granbull. Takes like 30 from the -1 close combat, revealing to be Life Orb. I believe I just go for Earthquake, expecting the Tentacruel, but he actually goes out to this, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, takes nothing, but doesn't have leftovers. Now here he actually goes out to this, probably expecting my Nidoqueen, but I went out to this in case he burnt me. But he did double out to this, expecting Nidoqueen, which isn't too bad for me. I will just knock this off. And like I said, if he does burn me, I will be powered up and probably not knock him out, but do a lot more damage. Maybe knock him out, though, as you'll see, because this is offensive, as you're going to see later. But none of that happens. He goes out to this, as I just knock this thing's Colbur Berry off. And now I'm just going to repeatedly fire off Heavy Slams as he reveals the Leech Seed. So, not an optimal position for me. So I'm going to switch out, go to my Nidoqueen, as he makes another prediction right here. Gets his Tentacruel in versus my Nidoqueen finally. So, I don't want to stay in because I'm assuming this is speedy and can like knock me out with Scald or whatever. So I'm going to go out to my Blastoise and hope to not get burnt. But he goes for her Hydro Pump and actually misses. Just more hacks against him. Here I decide to just go for Dark Pulse, as he goes for Sludge Wave, doing 30 as I do 37 with Dark Pulse, and even this doesn't have recovery, so I'm getting crucial damage on everything because nothing really has recovery except, I believe, Klefki, which I think he actually goes into now. Takes, what was that, 18? Yep. And I figured the reason he would go into this versus a Blastoise would be to set up screens. So I decided to go out to my Nidoqueen because I figured I would, like this is the best thing to bring my Nidoqueen in versus. So I do just that, go out to my Nidoqueen expecting a light screen, but he actually sets up spikes. I did not expect spikes just because I am a Mega Blastoise and I can spin him away, but he does spike, so you know, I'll have to spin these spikes away before I proceed with whatever plans I'm trying to follow. I think I actually go for Flamethrower here, in case he went out to this, but he just gets up another spike, as Flamethrower does some solid damage. I also did that in case he went for Magnet Rise, but this is fine. I am going to go back out to my Blastoise now. Take that, unfortunate 17% from the spikes, as he's recovering. I Scald here, doing 37, which is very nice damage. I'm glad I didn't KO him here, because had I done that, I wouldn't be able to spin the spikes away. Here he foul plays, and I'm just gonna spin these spikes away as he foul plays again. I think he just didn't expect me to have Rapid Spin Mega Blastoise. I don't know. But I do get rid of them as he gets up a Suicide Final Spike as I just knock out the Klefki. But my Blastoise has been severely weakened to the point where I can't survive a Sludge Wave, which is bad. But I do have this Machamp that I mistakenly went out to because I figured I could live a Scald, and if he burnt me I could knock him out with the knockoff. However, I forgot that he actually had Hydro Pump, so he connects his Hydro Pump and knocks out my Machamp. So I essentially just threw away my Machamp right there for no reason. All I had to do was scroll up and remember that he actually had Hydro Pump over Scald. So not very pleased with that misplay, but I'm gonna try to get back into the game with my Agility Metagross, I believe right now, because I know I can survive a Hydro Pump. Get off that Agility. I thought this was another choke by me because he could easily just switch out here into this Fizdef Gourgeist, but he actually stays in and allows me to knock out his Tentacruel, which, you know, I was fine with. But now he can go into this thing, take 43 from a crit Meteor Mash, and I get an attack raise. I don't think that attack raise mattered because I'm pretty sure the foul play would have knocked me out regardless. The crit definitely mattered though. Actually, no, it didn't, because Nidoqueen can come in and threaten it regardless. I believe I just go for a Sludge Wave here. Now, this didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. He goes out into Mew instead of Terrakion. I really didn't understand why. I felt maybe he had like Icium Z, because Ice Beam can't knock me out. So my play here is to try to 1v1 the Mew with my Sludge Wave. It can't poison, of course, because I'm Sheer Force, but it is doing like more damage. It can do more damage than he can recover with Soft Boy. Like, he's getting 50. I'm doing okay. I think it's a roll because at some points I do like 52. I believe I'm getting like 48 and 45, but like I still didn't understand what he was even trying to do here, because from my perspective it looked like he was just setting himself up to be crit, because he keeps this up for quite some time. Like, yeah, see there I get a 52, and I believe he just keeps this up, and I think I get another 52, 51, and like I said, I just didn't understand his game plan, and I think it's this turn where I actually realize, wait a minute, I have Earth Power, I should be going for this instead of Sludge Wave in case he doubles out to Terrakion for some reason, because it is like 5 points lower damage than Sludge Wave is doing, but I'm not like gonna knock him out with Sludge Wave anyway unless I crit him, so I might as well just go for Earth Power. And right as I was, like right before I could cancel my move, this happened. He goes out to Terrakion as I Sludge Wave, so I'm not able to act upon that epiphany I had, which was really depressing to me, but like I still don't get why he didn't go out to this in the first place. had I been able to see through that before I kept clicking Sludge Wave repeatedly, this probably could have been avoided. But now this Tracheon is, because it's Life Orb, I can't really go into my Grand Bull because Earthquake and or Stone Edge do way too much. So he just Earthquakes here, knocks this out as I go out to Grand Bull. I think he actually even misses Stone Edge. Had he hit and crit, I think it knocked out, maybe. Probably because, like I said, Life Orb. But it doesn't, and I'm able to knock this out with Earthquake. Which, honestly, just prolongs the game unless I get a slew of crits versus the Mew, because it has enough soft boileds left. Like, I even miss a play rough there. It has enough soft boileds left that it can't, that I can't really beat it. I'm doing, damage, like 42%, like that's damage. But he has enough soft boileds left that he can keep this up now. Just go for soft boileds and Calm Minds. Here I go for some Thunder Punch pairs. But it's not going to be enough. Eventually I just play rough again. I don't think even a crit would help me at this point. And he's at +2 now. And I think here he reveals the Gigavolt. The +2 Gigavolt Havoc is able to knock out Grand Bull at the end there. So, had I played, like, I don't know what was up this battle. I obviously wasn't playing optimally from the calcing Tectonic Rage. Like, I still don't know what was up with that, because I calced like 2 or 3 other times, and these numbers were nowhere near what I found. But aside from that, like, the going hard Machamp versus Tentacruel was obviously bad. At the end there, not going for Earth Power when he could go out to Tracheon. Just, I definitely could have won this battle, especially after all the hacks. Like, I missed some attacks, but he also missed some, and I crit him a lot, which definitely had some influence. Unfortunately, I wasn't playing optimally, like I said. Otherwise, I probably could have won this, but it's definitely a good game regardless. So yeah, shout out to A1 Gallade. Mew truly the GOAT? Nah, A1 Gallade is truly the GOAT. But I digress. That was my week 6 battle. Week 7, I actually face... Where are we? Spazzy Platt. He actually came back to the league as the Friday Harbor Zangoose. And this is the team I face this upcoming week. But there's been an extension to this week, actually, because one of the coaches, Matt, has had a death in the family. So the PBF is extending this week into next week. So, like I don't know if Matt watches my videos. If you are, I'm sorry for your loss. Safe to say the whole league is. But yeah, I will be having my battle versus Spazzy Platt sometime soon. And then also that week, I'll have my battle versus Goldenrod, aka Sky. So yeah, look forward to that. Thank you for watching, and have a good day, guys.